Hi, Commissioner Gage Froerer here, along with Stephanie Russell, the Economic Development Director for Weber County. Just wanted to give you a brief update on the October 1st Weber County Commission meeting that we just held. We had one agenda item that was very important to the citizens of this county, which dealt with the Community Reinvestment Act, commonly referred to as the CRA, that leads to tax increment financing for both cities and for developers in the unincorporated area that look for incentives to bring jobs, to bring infrastructure into this county. What Stephanie and her development team have been able to do is create a policy that we believe is fair, equitable for all the cities that we deal with and all private property owners that may come to us in the future asking for community reinvestment funds. So Stephanie, just give us a brief update. Let me say that she spent over 18 months. This has been a long time coming. This is a great day for Weber County to have a policy in place that helps protect the hard-earned taxpayers' money that they contribute to Weber County. Stephanie, tell us what took place.
Sure, thank you, Commissioner. This has been a labor of love, and a couple years ago we created our Economic Development Finance Committee, which is a committee that evaluates all of the proposed economic development incentives that come into the county. And community reinvestment areas are one of those incentives that the state allows us to leverage tax increment in order to assist developers with certain development projects in certain development project areas. So we really wanted to put together a policy that was in compliance with not only with the state statute, but with the recent state audit. The state recently audited the CRA process and procedures as they're being currently done in different cities and different counties, and there were some findings that were a little bit shocking. So we took that state audit into consideration. We looked at the existing CRA policy, and we created our own policy after talking to our cities, after talking to the tax entities that participate in our current CRA project areas. And we're really pleased with the direction that the policy has gone in. It creates a standard, a policy, and a procedure for not just participating in other CRAs, but also creating CRAs within the unincorporated areas of the county. The policy outlines the criteria for evaluation for each project, and it sets some basic guidelines of what we want to see those tax increment dollars used for. Right now in Weber County, we've got a really hard emphasis on infrastructure improvements, not just for each small individual development project, but we're really looking at it from a regional perspective. We would like to see our general plans implemented in a very strategic and smart way, and that means that we need to work with developers, not just commercial and industrial developers, but also our housing developers, and work with these developers to put in right-sized infrastructure lifts that are needed to accommodate the incredible growth that we're seeing here in Weber County. So in addition to supporting, like you said, the economic development pieces, which is job creation and those increasing the tax base, right, we're also looking at improving quality of life. And that's really what we're about here in Weber County, is improving quality of life. And this incentive allows us to do that. We can partner this incentive with our public infrastructure district policies and procedures, and these two incentives can work hand in glove to provide that right-sized infrastructure lift that developers need to be able to create those economic boosts in our county. And what's really important about this is that everything is funneled through our Economic Development Finance Committee before it goes to the Commission. So it gets a fair shake before it even goes to Commission, so that you guys are provided with informed and educated information to make those decisions as it relates to those tax increment finance dollars.
Absolutely.
So we're excited about giving this a whirl, and we've got several CRAs and PIDs in the pipeline right now, and it's just been a really great, it's going to be a really great tool for us to use moving forward in economic development and community development.
Okay. Well, Let me just say this, we're very excited to have this policy in place. It levels a playing field not only for those cities, the developers, it levels a playing field for the taxpayers so they understand where those taxpayer dollars are being used. And as Stephanie very eloquently said, this is being used for infrastructure, not for individual incentives for any particular development or a particular city. This is a great addition to our tools that we have for economic development to provide infrastructure, quality of life for the citizens in Weber County. It's another example of why we continue to win in Weber County. Thank you very much for joining us. Again, if you have any questions, concerns about anything dealing with this policy, feel free to give Stephanie or myself a call or an email, and we're happy to answer it. Thanks and have a great day.